Today we are here to discuss about the fifth program in this course. That is, write a Java servlet program to track HTTP session by accepting username and password using HTML and display the profile page on successful login. So what happens here? See, what is this HTTP session? Why we need this HTTP session here? See, what happens here? What is session? See, session is nothing but the time interval during which the web client will interact with the web server. The time interval, we'll call it as a session. That is during the login to the logout. Right? See, why we need the session tracking here? See, here HTTP protocol is a stateless protocol. It doesn't store any information, right? So here we are using the HTTP session to store the information, right? This is one of the technique of the session tracking. See, what is happening here? Here we have an index. Here we have a web browser and we have a web server, right? So both are communicating with each other, right? But we are using the HTTP session, right, to store the information, right? To store the information. Now, how to do this? See, in the client side, I'm going to create one index.html page, right, in which I have the username and a password and submit button. See, what happens when I click the submit button, the form data will be submitted to the login form. See, that is, first it will be submitted to the web server. The container will pick the particular login form servlet. So this is the servlet here, right? So what the login form will do, it is going to display the username and a password, right? Now, in the login form, what happens? See, it is going to create one HTTP session object. How you're going to create the HTTP session object? So you're going to use this request.getSession, right? Using the request.getSession. So one session will be created, right? That session will be stored in this session object, right? See, for each request, right, what the container will do, the container will create one session ID for each request. If there are 100 clients, 100 session ID will be created. That will be unique. Okay. Now what happens within this login page, I am going to create one session using this request.getSession. After that, I am going to store the information. What information? See, the name. Whatever the name that you're going to enter into the HTML form, I'm going to store this name, right, within the session object, right? Then what I'm going to do, then I'll use this request.getRequestDispatcher, right, and forward this particular request to this profile, right, to this particular profile page. I'm going to forward the request, right? So within this profile page, what I'm going to do, so I am going to create one object of this session, right, using this request.getSession. So I'm going to pass the parameter as a false. See what happens here. If the session exists, it returns true, right? It is going to return this session. If there is no session, it is going to return the null, right? Here I'm going to use session.getAttribute to retrieve, right? And I'm going to store it in the name, right? Before storing it into this name, I'm going to explicitly convert to the string. Here I'm using the set attribute to set the name. Here I'm using the get attribute to retrieve the name, right? Here, what happens here? See, to retrieve the name. See, I'll just explain you just with a program. See here. See, I'm going to use this NetBeans editor. See, first I am going to create one project, right, with Java web application. Next, program 5. I'll click next. Next, Java EE 5. I'll choose this option, then click next, then click finish. Right. So here I'm going to create one index.html. Right. Index.html page I'm going to create here. See, index. I'll click finish. One HTML page will be created within this project program 5. So I'll go to this web.xml. Just I'll make some changes in this deployment descriptor file. That is, I'll change to index.html. This is a welcome page, right? When you run your project, this is the first page will be displayed. Okay. So here I am going to create one form with the username and a password. See, due to time constraint, I'll just copy and paste the code. See, here I am going to see. See here in this particular index.html page, I have created two text fields. One called the username, another text field called the password, right? And I have, I'll give the tab space here. See, I have the two text fields here, one for username and one for password. I have one submit button. When I click the submit button, so the action will go to this particular login form. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'll go to the source packages, then right click. I'm going to create the servlet, new servlet, login form, the servlet name. Then I'm going to put within this package called ABC. Next, then finish. So that is one servlet will be created here, right? So I'll remove the unwanted things. Right. See here. See now I am going to accept the username and a password, right, from the HTML page. So how to do this? You have to include this part of the code, right? You have to use this request.getParameter, right, to accept the username and password. See here, request.getParameter username and request.getParameter password, right? And it should match with this parameter. See, I have this username and password, right? So now what you're going to do, you're going for a login form.html. Now I am going to create one session here. See what happens here. See, I am going to place one part of the code, that is, see what happens here. See, here you observe here the password that you have accepted in this servlet. If it is equal to admin 123, then you're going to print the welcome, the name, right? Otherwise, you're going to print sorry, username and a password error, right? See, now you just execute this part of the code. You deploy your project. Okay, then you run. Okay, you just observe here. See, you observe here. What happens here? See, when I run this program, see, when I run this program, you just see here the username and password, right? One login button. Now you test that whether that you are able to connect to servlet here just by clicking this login button. Yeah, see here. The else part of the if else block get executed, right? Now I'll just close this. Now you just see when I run this program again, here you have to enter the username. Username I'll enter Kumar, password Kumar 123. Then when I click the login button, the else part get executed. Now, if you want the if block get executed, you have to give this name admin 123 only. See, Kumar. If I give admin 123, see, welcome Kumar. It has been printed. Now, this information you have to store, right, in the session. Now for that, I have to create one session, right? How to create a session, right? See, here, I'll show you how to create a session here. See, I'll just copy the code and I'll paste it. See, observe here, I'll use this HTTP session, right? Using the request.get session, I'll create a session and I'll store it into this session variable, right? So then how to store the information using this session, right? Using the session variable, calling the method called set attribute, you're going to store the name, right? After that, what you're going to do, you are going to forward this page to this profile page, right? This is one servlet, right? You're going to store it, right? You're going to store it in the session variable using the set attribute, and you're going to forward this page. Now you're going to get some error here. You have to fix this error. You have to import this class. How you're going to import this class? Right click on this, right click, fix imports will be there. When you just click fix import, these packages will be added automatically, right? You can see this package has been added. JavaX servlet, HTTP session, right? And this is one package, JavaX servlet request dispatcher. These are the two packages will be added. See, after that, what happens? See, here you have to access in profile page. Here you have to create one more servlet. Right click, new servlet. See, the name of the servlet is, you have to give this profile page. I'll give this. Then click next and finish. So one more servlet will be created. Again, you delete the unwanted things here. See. Okay. After that, you save this. See, now what happens here, right? You are going to access this session here. How you are going to do this? See, before doing this, see, one more part of the code, you have to paste it here. See, you go to this index.jsp, sorry, loginform.java. Here, you paste this particular code, right? What is this code? See, username or password incorrect, right? Just I'll show this part of the code here. I'll run this project. When you run this project, see what happens here. I'm going to enter the username as Kumar. Password I'm going to enter admin 1, 2, 3. Then when I click login, no problem. Okay, the session will be created, right? See now, if I am going to give other than this, see, I'll give Kumar. Other than this, I'll give password Kumar 1, 2, 3. Right, login. Then I'll get this message as username or password incorrect. Then this login page will be displayed here to enter the proper username and a password. So here password I'll enter admin 1, 2, 3. I'll click login button. See, no problem, right? But some message is not been displaying, but the session has been created here. I'll show you this. See here. See, the session has been created with this name Kumar, right? Now what happens here? You have to forward the request to this profile page to display that username, right? How you are going to do this? Use this request.getDispatcher method. Then you are going to save it within this RD variable, reference variable. Then using this RD, you're going to forward the request to request response. Then what happens? The control will be transferred to this profile page.java. Otherwise, what happens? See, then what happens? You're going to print this message, username and a password in the red color, right? Then using this same request.getDispatcher, right? You are including your particular page, that is login page, that is index.html page, in the else block, right? By using this rd.include request response. This rd.forward, it will forward the request to other page. rd.include, it will include this particular page index.html at this point. Okay, now see here, I'll use this, I'll build this profile page. See, now what I'm going to do, I'll create one session here in this profile page. See, I'll just copy, cut, copy, paste the code. Here, you just check it. See, here, see here I have created one session here. That is HTTP session equals to request.get session. So I have passed the Boolean value false. See, what do you mean by this? See, if session is there, it is going to return the session, right? If session is not there, it is going to return the null, right? Now I'll just fix the import here. Right click on fix the imports. Okay. Then in if I am using the if else block, if session not equals to null, it will print this if block else. Otherwise else block, right? You just check it here. I'll use this string name. I'll use this lines. See, here you observe. Here you observe, please. See, here I am going to retrieve this session here. How I am going to retrieve this session? See, first, using this session variable session dot get attribute, I'll use this name, right? What is this name? Here you just see here you use this name, right? Right? Here you use the name. See, see here. See, now observe this particular profile page.java here. What happens here? See, you are going to create a session here, that is HTTP session equals to request.get session. What this request.get session, the Boolean value false, means that, see, if the session has been exist, right, then it is going to return the session. If the session doesn't exist, what happens? In this case, it will return a null, right? See here, if the session not equals to null, this part of the code get executed, right? If session is equal to null, then it will print the please log in first, then request.getDispatcher, the index.html include request response. Then what happens? It will include this index.html page at this point in the else block, right? Otherwise, what you're going to do using this session.get attribute, using this name, right? You're going to access this name and you're going to store it in the name one. Then you're going to print hello, right? The name one, that is Kumar, you're successfully logged in. See, I'll just execute this part of the deploy this program once and I'll show you. See, you run this program. See what here you see, you enter the username Kumar, password you enter other than this, login. It will ask you to enter the username and a password incorrect. Then correct password I'll enter admin 123. Then I'll click login. Then it will print this profile page, right? That is, hello Kumar, you are successfully logged in. Welcome this profile page, right? So this is about the fifth program.